Welcome to the Conscious Classroom podcast, where we're exploring tools and perspectives that support educators and anyone who works with teens to create more conscious, supportive, and enriching learning environments. I'm your host, Amy Edelstein, and I'll be sharing transformative insights and easy-to-implement classroom supports that are all drawn from mindful awareness and systems thinking. The themes we'll discuss are designed to improve your own joy and fulfillment in your work and increase your impact on the world we share. Let's get on with this next episode. Hello, and welcome to the Conscious Classroom podcast. My name is Amy Edelstein. Today we're going to talk about work balance in the time of COVID-19, working from home, and during the regular school year that we can imagine going back to. So many teachers I know, even before this time, were feeling exhausted and burnt out. There was a lack of focus. There's so much uncertainty, it makes it hard to know what to do next. There's so many changes. We don't need to take on any big projects. So how do we create balance in our lives? How do we define boundaries when we feel like all the edges are getting blurred? Today we're going to talk about that, and we're going to do some practice because more than anything, we probably all need to simply put self-care first, not learning more about it, but learning from the actual doing. And with that in mind, let's start with a simple and easy mindfulness exercise. Bring yourself into a comfortable position with your spine tall, your vertebrae evenly stacked. And if you're listening to this multitasking, put a pause on that email, put down the paper you're grading, put away that book that you're scanning, and allow yourself the luxury of enjoying existence as it is. Notice your body from the inside and out. Without judgment, without criticism. Let a smile come to your lips, a little curve upward. Enjoy being you for a short moment. Simply being you. And allow that smile on your lips to spread, a happy feeling throughout your body, a happy feeling in your heart. Appreciating being you, appreciating being alive. Appreciating all the emotions you're able to feel. And the wonder it is that we have such a rich human experience. Let yourself exhale all the tiredness. Exhaling all the pressure. Exhaling all the worry. Exhaling all the sadness. And now exhaling because it feels good to be able to breathe. Exhaling because it feels good to be alive. Exhaling because you have so many gifts to share with yourself first and foremost, and with all those you love, and with the greater world. You can bring yourself back and allow the sound of the bell to gently bring your attention back into the complexity, into your surroundings, noticing the room you're in, noticing the objects in your space. One of the cornerstones of work-life balance, which means many different things at many different times, is making sure that there's something that you do regularly, maybe every day, that's a little passion. It's a little thing you do because you simply enjoy it. Maybe you like journaling. Maybe you like writing poetry. Maybe you like playing guitar. Maybe you like doodling. Maybe you like putting your feet up and playing with your pets. Maybe you like getting up very early when it's still dark and lighting some candles and putting on music that you enjoy. Simply to be. Not to do, not to get ready for, not to become, not from any sense of lack, but from that sense of enjoyment and acceptance, celebration, respect, and honor of who you are. So if you like to meditate, if you always feel better when you meditate, or read contemplative poetry, or pray, give yourself the time regularly to do that. Whether it's in the morning, or it's when you finish your work obligations, before grading papers and calling students' parents bleeds your day into night. Do that which you love to do for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Give yourself that joy. When you give yourself that joy, when you come to the end of the day, you'll feel complete. You'll feel like it was a day well lived. Because that joy is more than simple appreciation or happiness, a lighthearted happiness at a particular hobby you enjoy. There's a quality of wholeness and value of our own lives that comes to the forefront of our awareness when we do that. And when we let that value, that caring for our own lives come to the forefront, it has the ability to rejuvenate us and to restore us. When we do that, we have time and energy for our students who may be struggling, for their parents who may be stressed and putting that out on us, for the school district with their endless demands that we're never going to fulfill. When we allow ourselves to do those things that are deeply nourishing and meaningful, we have the ability to, with kindness and compassion for ourselves, for our colleagues, for the people asking unfair things of us, to draw boundaries, to set limits, to contain the endless demands. So that we're living our lives as we're living them. So that we're experiencing fulfillment in the midst of unprecedented times. Teaching can take over in a way that is unwholesome. But when we nurture ourselves, teaching can fill us with love and illumination and satisfaction and joy. I'm going to give you 3 more pieces of advice, tools that I use to keep things at bay. And one of them is as simple as removing stacks of unfinished work from our desks, from our hallway entryway, all those envelopes of junk mail that you know you need to open before you toss them out, but they don't mean much. Only takes 15 minutes to go through them. But when they are there, reminding us that they're piling up, we feel burdened and oppressed. Just knock them off your list. Clear out that hallway. Sort out that stack of papers on the corner of their desk so you don't, or put them away somewhere if you really don't need to look at them. But take away that sense of undoneness, that sense of accumulation, and allow yourself to feel complete as you are. And the third and final tip I'm going to give you is to break down those big projects into smaller ones. I'm building a new online course for my students. So many pieces. It's not going to be done for at least 6 weeks. But I know that today I finished something important. I hit a deadline. I made my timeline for one part of the project. So I can't see the end yet, but I did accomplish something today. And so instead of feeling like I still have so much more to do and endless things to accomplish, I know I finished that piece. and that's satisfaction. So you come to the end of the day, maybe you've graded 10 out of 24 papers for your students, submitted 6 out of 18 grades that you need to get in. So you've finished a third. Well done. Tomorrow you'll do another third. The day after you'll do another third. They're not all going to get done today. But note the accomplishment. And when you're done with that milestone, resist the temptation of checking your email one more time or fitting in just one more later on. Allow yourself to finish and be done for the day with tasks that are going to take longer. Caring about ourselves in this way, in this mindful way, allowing ourselves the joy of resting our attention just openly, with love, with ease, with generosity of spirit, ensures that we're living our life as it's happening, even in the midst of so much uncertainty and change. This is the only life we have, and it's now that we're living it. So I support you, and I encourage you, and I praise you for building some structure into your life that's focused around joy, that's focused around your own well-being, your own upliftment, your own satisfaction, your own positivity. Let's close this conscious classroom with a love and kindness practice. Bringing yourself to your mind's eye. Let any of the imperfections you may think that you see in yourself, let them dissolve. Let them be like snowflakes on a spring day. They flutter around, but once they hit the ground, they vanish. Let those imperfections vanish. And holding your own heart with the utmost gentleness and care, send yourself this wish. May I always experience the wonder of being alive. May I always feel the grace of the unknown and unexpected that will light up a smile on my face. May I always be safe and protected and cared for. And may I surround myself with a huge bouquet of love and kindness. As you go about your day tomorrow, greeting your students, going through the motions, of teaching and grading and inspiring and correcting, give yourself those moments to do something you simply love doing. Weave it into your day. Make it a priority. And allow yourself to give yourself permission to be and to be valued as you are. Thank you for listening. I wish you good health. Till next time. Thank you for listening to The Conscious Classroom. I'm your host, Amy Edelstein. Please check out the show notes on innerstrengthfoundation.net for links and more information. And if you enjoyed this podcast, please share it with a friend and pass the love on. See you next time.